Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 60TP Lewandowskiego. It's a Polish Tier 10 heavy tank, and this one's on the south spawn of Erlenberg Assault under the command of Captain Ashstorm. Well, 10 minutes from the start of this battle. They've either got to kill all the opponents or capture their cap. Battle started. Now it's got a 152mm gun, capable of 750 alpha. Can penetrate 250mm of armour on standard AP, and it goes up to 317mm if you use the heat. And Captain Ashstorm's using less heat on this round. He's actually only carrying 7 rounds, 13 AP and 10 HE. I think he might be trying to earn some credits here. Okay, we've got an Object 430U up ahead, the Heavium. He's not able to get shots at the moment, but that's quite a dangerous tank to have in your flank. And ahead of us we've got a Martian. Okay, we've been seen by the enemy, and we've got into this courtyard area, which can be a bit difficult for some people. But I've also seen some tanks get ammo racks on the enemy from this area. And nobody's turned up yet. Shows that this tank is actually quite quick at getting into spots he wants to go. Oh, and the enemy's just lost the Scorpion G. And we've got quite a strong force going through the castle at the moment. But the Martian hasn't shown up near the town centre. So I think Captain Ashstorm's going to sort of like preempt things and move on up. Whoa, there's the Martian. Well, that one hit the wall, I think. I think he was thinking about shooting it into the rear of the Martian, but changed his mind, and when he did fire, it hit the wall instead. Now that's at such an oblique angle, I reckon that would bounce. The Martian's trying to side scrape, or at least he's getting into a position so that he's angled enough that Captain Ashstorm can't get a shot on or into him. And Captain Ashstorm's got so few rounds that he really needs to be careful when he fires them. He's actually selected a heat round. And he's moving up. I think he's going to have a go at that 100-01P in the meanwhile. Oh, here comes the Type 4. Well, he gets one into the lower plate for 693, but took a round for 404 in HE in return. And now he's got up real close to the Martian, so if the Martian pokes out again, he might be able to get his lower plate. The BK is still moving forward. The Type 4 was wiped out. Oh, didn't go through the cupola. Took a round in the tracks, but it didn't do anything except damage them. And he's going to poke out first. I think we're going to go for the BK first. Okay, we've just bounced another round, and yeah, that one worked. Huge amount of damage, 635 hit points, and the Martian just took 2 shots. Not sure if they came from the E50M or one of our teammates across the way, but the E50M sought protection behind the building. And if we move out, we're going to come under fire from that mouse. He has been hit by Arty. Okay, here we go. Lower plate mouse. Yes! Got him! 623 hit points. Now that mouse is still gonna take a few shots to at least 2 shots to kill him. He's angling to get the lower plate, or is he gonna go for the turret? Oh, he went for the turret instead, and he got it through. 745 hit points. Okay, we've got a TDP's crept up around the corner of the building, but the E50M's dealing with him. Now, lower plate, yep, he's gone. So so efficient to deal with a thing like a mouse like that with only a few shots. Well, he did have some friends to help him. He didn't all do it by himself. And of course now he's got to push these wrecks out the way to get past the gap. Now there's only 6 enemies left. 2 Artys, a medium, 3 tank destroyers. Now the medium is a Panther 2. He's over on the far west side of the map. And our team have dealt with all the opponents in the castle. And it looks like Captain Ashdom is going to ignore the cap. Or is he going to the cap? No. He's going after that T30. Starting in. Lovely hit there, but it's a low roll, 69. And now he's starting to get attention from all the enemy tanks. So he's slipped off the bridge. Potential steel wall in it now. Oh, he's got an Arty behind him as well. Okay, so he's gonna. I think he's gonna stay below this ridge time. Took a round through his engine. You can see that there. That's an HE round as well. And the back chat's been dealt with, so we don't need to worry about the threat behind us. Only the threat ahead of us. All of the remaining enemies, and there's 3 of them, including that T30, and he is a 2-shot. Yep. 722, it's left him on 120, he's now 1-shot. For sure. Reload time 20.1 seconds, it's almost comparable to a KV2. But the T30's no more, the E50M got some revenge. Oh, and he was taken out by the UDES. So, just got to deal with this UDES and the remaining Arty, which is a Lorraine 15551. I forgot to mention in all this, it is a tier 10 assault tank. After all, that Captain Ashdom is driving a tier 10 tank, so it has to be. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. And he's loaded standard AP. I think that may be to deal with the UDES, but it might actually save him some credits as well on the Lorraine. Here's the UDES. Oh, killed by the FD4005 with probably with a Hesh round. Here comes the Lorraine, and he's gone with 1 shot. And that's it, game. They killed them all. We've still got 2 minutes 50 seconds to spare. Very efficient. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Captain Ashdom in the 60TP Lewandowskiego. He managed to get a fighter badge, and a shell-proof, a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a duelist, a fire for effect, and a hand of God out of the minor medals. But he also picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, and he also picked up a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the battle and receiving at least 11 hits. In fact, actually, he was getting bulked by just about everyone. Win 8 for that game, 6,253, which is super unicum and some. Let's have a look at the team score. Top of the table, 5,201 hit points of damage in that game. The next highest scorer was the E50M, who sadly got wiped out by the UDES after doing his victory parade on the T30. 4,411 for him. Then the ship bar managed 3,659, wiping out the UDES in return. When it came to kills, I'm afraid it was a shared contest with the 60TP and the E50M both sharing the top score. With 4, the ship bar managed to get 3. And when it came to base XP, well, Captain Ashdom got that one with 1,237 base experience points. The E50M managed 1,118, and the Object 430, 907. He fired 10 rounds during that game. He got 9 direct hits and 8 penetrations. Damage of 5,201 hit points, of which all of it was at close range. He received 15 hits from the enemy, 15 of them. Only 3 were penetrations, 9 non-penetrations, and 4 hits as a result of splash damage. He blocked damage of 3,160 hit points in total. He spotted 3 of the enemy, damaged 6 of them, killed 4 of them, and also did 2,735 hit points of, I think that's spotting assistance actually. On a premium count, he earned 84,333 credits. But he did use a fair amount of heat ammo during that game, and after repair, ammunition resupply, and the consumables he used, he actually made a loss. But it's only a small loss, 13,203 credits. That's not so bad. He picked up 4 bonds for getting the high caliber and the steel wall at tier 10, And he also earned 1,855 XP. There was no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away, but it was certainly a very good battle. And of course, more importantly, it was an ace tanker. It's not the first ace tanker he's had, but it certainly is an ace tanker, and getting that in combination with the high caliber and steel wall means you put the effort in. And of course, you did come up against a Martian and a Mouse and a VK101, which are some pretty tough tanks to take down. But then again, the 60TP is a tough tank in return. So there you go. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.